What does it mean to live from the heart? Now, living from the heart is about our ability to connect with ourselves to a level that we can hear the whispers of our hearts. More than that, it's about our ability to trust these whispers and act on them, despite any fears or insecurities that we might feel then. This is why living from the heart takes courage. It requires us to surrender to ourselves, to stop struggling with ourselves. For we live in this battle, heart versus mind, fear versus love. So when we live from the heart, we release from this inner struggle. We feel peaceful, self-assured, safe in ourselves. And spiritual growth is so much about living from the heart. And why is that? Spiritual growth allows us to come back to ourselves, to living from our hearts instead of the mind. We begin by purifying and clear our minds just so that we can return to our hearts. That divinity within us is right here. The reason why we cannot live from our hearts, the reason why we cannot hear our hearts is because of our fears and worries. There are so many of them that are leading us to live in separation and to live in our minds. When we are not living from the heart, we make decisions based on fear to mitigate situations and not to bring us joy. However, when we live from our hearts, life is much more clear. We get to this state of clarity because clarity is a result of your self-connection, and it is so connected to your own heart. When we're living from your heart, you know what you truly want. Not out of fears or needs to impress other people and all of those stories, but what really matters to you. Through this connection, through living from our hearts, we find self-devotion. Devotion to yourself, to your own life, and to love itself. Self-love is already within you. Now, maybe you struggle with that idea. Maybe it's not that easy for you to have access to the huge love that is inside of you. It might feel so far away. Perhaps you even believe that you're not worthy of love and joy, and that kind of happiness is not accessible to you. The truth is, although we might not always feel love within us, it is always there. Every single seed exists inside of us, and it is about our ability to reconnect to it and expand it within ourselves. For that, we need to reconnect to our hearts, to nourish ourselves and our hearts, melting those barriers of protection that so many of us have developed through life out of self-preservation. Love is an infinite source, and once we tap into it, it can expand not only in our lives, but to everybody around us and to the planet. Here's a practice to bring you back to your heart, to start connecting to this love energy. First thing, we would like to clear it because of those walls of protection that we have built, those walls that do not allow us to have access to our own hearts. The thing about these walls is that they work in both directions, because the heart can receive love and the heart can give love. And our walls of protection block both things. It makes it hard for us to receive, but it also makes it hard for us to give. You may have noticed some people are great givers, but not great receivers. And the other way around also happens. Some people are great receivers, but not good givers. Sometimes we are shy. We think that what we want to give is not good enough, that people are going to laugh at us for our gifts, and so we hold back. And the same thing can happen with receiving. Sometimes it might look like we are receiving, but not really. Somebody tells us a compliment and we don't fully take it in. We just say something back right away, but we don't feel it. We don't take that in feeling, oh, what a nice thing to say about me. You know, this ability to give and receive is the energy of love itself, coming and going. So we want to melt those walls. And a beautiful practice to start doing this clearing so that we have more access to our hearts is through gratitude and forgiveness. Now, gratitude is our ability to receive from people around us, yes, but from life itself, from the beautiful day that we just experienced, the smiles we saw on the street, the beautiful trees, whatever is it that you're grateful for, can you acknowledge it? Because there's always so much to be grateful for. So my invitation for gratitude, that is our ability to receive, is to taking a few minutes every day and be grateful. Make a short list, 1, 2, 3 things that you're grateful for in that day. What were the best moments of the day? Maybe you just bumped into somebody on the street. Maybe it was a ray of light that you saw through the window. It doesn't matter what it is. Creating this moment of receptivity, of allowing things in, of acknowledging them, of being grateful for them. Then we have the second moment, that is forgiveness. Forgiveness, our ability to forgive grudges, things that are weighing us down, making our hearts heavy, letting them go. Now, forgiveness can be about situations in our lives that have to do with other people, letting go of grudges that we're holding against other people, absolutely. And forgiveness can also be about ourselves. We can be so harsh on ourselves. So forgiving things that we have caused into our lives, being more self-compassionate towards ourselves. It doesn't need to be a huge thing from the beginning. Maybe it is a small accident that happened to you back in elementary school and you forgive Mike that stole your pencil. You know, be graceful. You can start small. Just recognizing what is still in there and letting it go, because that is giving away, letting it out of your heart, releasing that weight. This is a powerful practice to start clearing your heart so you can be with your heart, feeling the love, the forgiveness, the gratitude, allowing that energy to move and to clear you, to create space for more love to flow through you. I am Aline Ra M, spiritual guide, healer, teacher, and I invite you to connect more with the divine within yourself by watching my free masterclass, Connect with the Divine. You will find the link in the video description below. This is a 20-minute free masterclass for you. If you enjoyed this video, press the like button and subscribe to be updated about upcoming videos and practices. And I thank you for sharing your time and energy with me today.